Hello dear parents, handwriting module 1, and today we take a look at the first step, and I have as such presented to you the first step, that is a chalkboard. The chalkboard, when a preschooler or a play school child, I would say let the child start all the scribbling or writing, not scribbling, they are artists whatever they do, all this when they are 2 years of age. And when you use a chalkboard, a slate, a blackboard, it's all the same. The pressure that the child gives on the finger is very less, and it is not a strain on the hands. So the finger gradually gains strength and control. So a chalkboard is the best. Writing on a chalkboard also, let children use dust free chalks. There is some chalk paint left here on my hands, so ensure that, as I always say, there is an adult with the child. Dust free is so that the child will not be inhaling, and this, yes, you must ensure that the hands are washed after use. Another option nowadays, we get these chalkboard markers. Can I show it to you closer? It's a chalk writer, yeah, and this I have written in fact using these chalk writers. So see, there's a flow, the hand doesn't get dirty, and please ensure again that one of you, the mother or the father or an elder brother or sister, sits with the child, and all this can be wiped off with a wet cloth. So that is for chalkboard. As I told you, pressure is less on the hands, and so children can allow them to draw what they like. The next option will be a whiteboard. Whiteboard, children have to use markers. Markers contain harmful chemicals. I will not advise whiteboard at all. This is only for elders to write and draw. If you still want your child, please let them wear gloves. Please sit beside them and just allow them to express their creativity, their imagination. Yes, here also, like the chalkboard, there is less pressure, and the interest in holding and writing also improves if it is a blackboard or a whiteboard. So that is why we start with this. The next is tracing patterns. Why tracing patterns? So why tracing? Because hand movements, especially when you use the index finger and trace, it is said that it forms spatial images. To put it in simple terms, it is registered in the photographic memory. Processing is faster. So we advise tracing using the index finger. And for this you can use any simple tray at home. Spread some salt, powder salt in it, a thin layer, and let the child trace the letters or the numbers on it, even shapes, even the patterns. It can be salt or sand, or otherwise, as I will be showing you, you can cut out the numbers and the letters of the alphabet using sandpaper. See, the texture will be rough, whether it is salt or sand or the sandpaper or emery sheet that they call. So when the child moves, there is that sensation here, the index finger, and it is registered in the photographic memory. So when it is registered there, it stays there. Well, let us see the next one. As I told you, so here you can hear the sound also, the rough texture, and tracing with the index finger in the right direction. So again, it should be with you beside them. You are not going to spend hours with your child. Whatever few minutes that you spend with your child, let us make it constructive play and make it more interesting for the child. So it can be up to down or down to up, and slanting line, this slant is always down to up, the other one comes from up to down. And then here just an interesting cut for the child to trace. Where can this be used? I'll be showing you. Same way I have cut out shapes here. There's a square, circle and a triangle. And the next I have cut out numbers and the letters of the alphabet. So you can use this or hold your child's hand. To me, I remember how my parents taught me is on a chalkboard they will hold my hands and make me write the letters. So when you hold your hands, that hug, that touch is very special, and that way the association to learning is even more special. Hold your hand, hold your child's hand and let them trace on a salt pan or a sand tray. So that is the next step towards handwriting. How to start when you want to introduce your child to colors from the dustless chalk or a chalk writer or a chalk marker. When you start, give them paper and allow them to color. Start off with jumbo crayons. You can see the size of the crayons, and crayons again move very easily on paper. So I would suggest that you use jumbo crayons. Sorry, I dropped some crayons down. So now these crayons, with very little pressure also you can see some color coming in, and slowly. Now how do they hold? There are only these three fingers, the thumb, the index finger and the middle finger that you have to teach your child. So the index finger goes in the center, the thumb and the big finger on either side, and that is how they start. Allow them to scribble with multiple colors and then tell them, see what have you drawn. Suppose they have used an orange and they have done something like this. Generally when children start, you can see they make spirals and then they draw only lines. Tell them, oh my god, this is rain. Tell them you have drawn something in a spiral. Introduce them to different words. And if they have drawn something like this, you draw the leaf and tell them, oh my, that's an apple or an orange. So different ways of encouraging them. Okay, coming back to writing, I said let us start with jumbo crayons and then we can move to the regular crayons. Now all of these, the color, because there is a protective paper here, the color doesn't touch. Please make sure that the child doesn't take it to their mouth. After this only, we would advise you to go to a pencil for writing. Again, the three fingers are the thumb, the index and the big finger. Maximum pressure the child gives only on the index finger while writing the letters or drawing the patterns, which we will start from tomorrow. So here I have covered today that you can start writing on a blackboard or a chalkboard. In fact, I have suggested some of my friends to paint a lower portion of the wall with chalk paint, which we get in any hardware store. You paint it, prepare it for your child so that they don't show their artistic skills over the walls all over the house. Next one, I said the whiteboard, but on the whiteboard again I said because we will be using markers, adult supervision is a must as the markers contain hazardous chemicals. And then we move to tracing patterns using sandpaper or emery sheets or a sand tray or a salt tray. And then we came over to paper, in which I said first start with jumbo crayons and then move on to the regular size crayons, and then you can come over to pencil. This is ideal for a 1.5. If parents are really want children, to excel and to learn things very fast. So I would say 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and from 4.5, a pencil is the best. Let us look more into handwriting in the next module as we start off with the basic patterns Have a good day, parents, and I hope you're going to make the best use of these modules. Thank you.